Hey there, what's up internet? My name is BlackLightAttack, playing some Spy, playing some King of the Hill, Lakeside. It always seems like every time I put out a TF2 video, it's low skill, like Valve King of the Hill service, and I swear to you that this is not the only thing I play. Actually, I was on a higher skill server than what I would normally play. It was a no crit server, I think it was a star server actually, and I was doing really well, and I was recording, and then I stopped the recording and I went back to watch the footage and pick through it and find some good stuff to display, and it turns out the file, even though all the audio was still there, the video it got stuck like a minute in on one frame, and that was just the entire video. You'll probably also notice that there's still some screen tearing, and that's just something I can't fix. I noticed actually that screen tearing is something that's happening on my end as well. I just never noticed it before because I was always too focused on playing the game. I really don't give a shit about graphics and how good a game looks unless it's like a single player experience. It's all about how the game plays, so I was focusing more on the gameplay, and I finally noticed that screen tearing is happening on my end as well. It's not happening as bad as in the recording, but it's still noticeable. And I get the feeling it's probably due to my live gamer. I haven't tested it without the live gamer, which is my capture card that I recently installed. VSync seems to help, but VSync also causes mouse input delay, and it caps your frame rate at like 60, so 60 frames per second versus like 300. Yeah, it's kind of an easy decision to make. So, but yeah, I'm trying to play TF2 a little bit more because apparently I'm a TF2 player. This is news to me. Now, real talk, I'm trying to get back into TF2. It's kind of hard though because at the times I play, which is always like 1 in the morning at the very earliest, it seems like TF2 is kind of slowing down. It seems like either the community just isn't as big as it used to be, and the player base is shrinking, or maybe just everybody's not playing at night anymore for whatever reason. I could always go to servers where I just don't have as good ping, but it's kind of hard as a spy player, especially. It's kind of hard to argue with having like 12 ping. So maybe I should just be less picky and start playing on some West Coast servers and deal with like 45 ping, which is still not bad. But that's neither here nor there. Actually, that reminds me, what I wanted to talk about today was it is getting nice. It is finally getting nice. I can't stand the cold. I don't know about you guys, but I am a huge hater on winter. Fuck winter. I will fight winter at PAX because winter is the worst shit ever. Honestly, like, everybody, I think, to some degree, experience a little bit of what's called seasonal depression, meaning that when the weather starts to get shitty, you start to feel shitty, and just you're more prone to depression and stuff like that. I feel that I'm very susceptible to that, and it's not like I don't like rue the day winter comes. Like the second a snowflake falls at my feet, I'm like, no, god damn it, and then I curl up with a tub of chocolate ice cream and a DVD of Friends and wait for winter to pass. It's not like that. Like I still, try to keep my nose to the grindstone, try to stay positive, but I am very susceptible to it. And like, if you follow me on Twitter, like I've talked a few times about, I've been depressed, I've been out of sorts, I've been in bad moods, all kinds of stuff. It's just and of course it's not just the weather. Of course it's not just that. I mean, it's also the fact that I still hate my job. And I feel like I'm not going anywhere in life, and all those concerns in life that I could talk about for days, but aren't the point of this commentary. The point of the commentary is that now that the weather's starting to clear up, I mean, I've just actually had somewhat of a more positive outlook on life these past couple days, and that's really nice and refreshing. And really, this good mood has really gotten me in the mood to play more TF2. I don't know why. TF2 is like a feel-good game. If I'm not, I guess it's because like I'm not that good at TF2. So when I'm not doing well, I'm really prone to like E-raging, and then I'm not having fun, and then and it all just snowballs and it gets worse and worse. But when I'm in a good mood, then it's time to play TF2, and I don't know why. When I'm in a good mood, I do better. And I think that's the best part about TF2 is just play it as a fun game. Maybe I could kind of let my emotions rule me a little bit less if I started getting into like competitive scenes at Highlander, more likely. But I don't really have that much interest in doing anything like that at the current moment. And I'm actually playing games with other people. That is so rare. I'm actually playing TF2 a little bit with Dutchies, one of the KB mod dudes. I just actually played tonight Monster Hunter 3U with Eat My Diction. I've been playing Monster Hunter 3U as well with a couple of real-life friends on and off. It's just, I'm finally kind of coming out of my shell a little bit, my little seasonal depression shell, and actually talking to people, and it's kind of nice, I gotta admit. The other big thing that I've really been getting into, and I haven't mentioned this really on my channel at all, but if you follow me on Twitter or if you view my streams, there's a little Shovel Knight for you. Yeah, plug that Shovel Knight. That's just me alt-tabbing. But what I haven't mentioned on my channel that you may have noticed if you follow me on Twitter is that I've been really into Zelda lately. And yeah, let me now just talk about a totally different game other than what I'm playing as per the norm for this channel. I've been getting really into Zelda, and like Zelda is a game that, like, I don't really call it a defining part of my childhood, but one of my games that I had growing up for the Game Boy, one of the only other games I had for the Game Boy aside from Pokemon was Link's Awakening DX for the Game Boy Color. And then occasionally when I would go over with my cousin's house, they had Ocarina of Time, so I played the Deku Tree. Like, I started my own file, and I managed to get through the Deku Tree like a million times, and then never got to play any further than that, because by the next time I'd come over for, like say I'd go over on Thanksgiving, then I'd come over again, and like Christmas, they'd probably deleted my file, and I was like, you know, whatever. But I finally actually introduced Zelda, like, into my life as a series, probably when I was around, like, 16. And I bought my Nintendo 64, got to play Ocarina of Time for myself, finally went back and like played Link's Awakening DX and beat it without cheating. Some people may remember that Link's Awakening had a glitch where if you pulled up your map, actually I don't remember if this was the original Link's Awakening or if this was also still present in DX, but there was a glitch where if you brought up your map as the screen scrolled over to the next screen, you would actually teleport to the other side of the screen, so you could like glitch through walls and stuff. So I got through most of the game just cheating when I was a kid because I didn't understand Zelda logic. And if you played a Zelda game, you understand what I mean by Zelda logic, where you have to kind of get into the head of the puzzle solving of, you know, whoever created the puzzles for that particular game. Zelda has like a very unique brand of logic that kind of carries over from game to game, and of course the puzzles aren't always the same, but they can be very similar at times. And I guess as a kid, I was really terrible at solving puzzles as a kid. I don't know why. I've always been regarded as a generally pretty smart person, but I just always felt really dumb whenever I tried to play Zelda, because like I would try to get through these dungeons and be like, I don't understand what to do, and then I'd read a guide, and it all seemed so obvious, and I was like, oh, it's just a puzzle, I'm stupid, I don't like this feeling, I feel like an idiot. But I don't know, that's kind of what I like about Zelda now, is that I just burn through these games, and I feel smart, because I'm solving all these puzzles that were designed for 12-year-olds. But I'm currently on an adventure a quest to finish every Zelda game in existence, not currently counting the CDI games. I might pick those up later, actually. I just may go the emulation route with those and end up playing them just to have played them. I honestly think those might be kind of enjoyable just in like a The Room Tommy Wiseau kind of way, where it's just so terrible that it's awesome, like a Troll 2 level of terrible that it's so bad it's good. But you know, that's totally optional because those titles have been officially disowned by Nintendo. But I mean, I'm pretty far in. I have over half of the entire franchise done, and I own a vast majority of them. I think probably the longest one that I have to beat is Skyward Sword, which I haven't started yet. Oh, this was a cool part. I was sure I was fucking dead here. I was positive I was gonna die, having decloak in an entire hallway full of enemies. I didn't really have any choice. Anyway, I'm just on a huge Zelda kick, and I would like to actually Let's Play a Zelda game sometime in the future. And I really got to get back to Jet Set Radio. I really got to finish Jet Set Radio, which I've kind of been ignoring recently ever since I went to PAX. And I just haven't picked it back up. I really need to finish that game, but what I'm going to do for my next Let's Play is I'm going to open up a Facebook poll and let everybody vote on what they'd like to see next, because I think a major problem that my Let's Plays have is that I'm just kind of playing whatever I want and not what people want to see. So I figure why not meet everybody halfway and populate a list of games that I would like to play, and then obviously the most popular vote would be what Let's Play next, and that way everybody wins. You guys get to see what you want to see, and obviously it's going to be a game that I want to play because I put it on the list. And hooray, goodness, awesome. And I'll probably put a few Zelda games on there, but I really want to Let's Play Wind Waker, and that's going to be coming out on the Wii U in HD to tide us over for, you know, until Zelda U comes out. And it's Nintendo, they're probably going to put a bonus dungeon or two in there. If we're lucky, we'll see another tunic color change. I really like tunic color changes. I always go for the blue if I can. But, you know, Zora tunic, I always wear the Zora tunic as soon as I get it all throughout Ocarina of Time every time I play it. By the way, speaking of, I wasn't even thinking about this when I started talking about Zelda, but I actually do an emulation stream for KBMod on KBMod's Twitch page every Friday. I think I might have mentioned this on the channel before, but just to give you guys another heads up, every Friday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, or I'm sorry, 12 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, so it's technically Saturday morning, I do an emulation stream. I usually start the stream off with a random game, usually like something shorter. Just this past week, I played a game from my childhood called Warlock for the Sega Genesis, which was really terrible and therefore awesome. And then my mainstay game that I go to every time is Ocarina of Time, and I just beat the Water Temple, which took me like it seriously took me like 3 hours to beat the Water Temple this time around. I swear, I think that's my worst my worst attempt at the Water Temple. I don't think I've ever gotten stuck in the Water Temple because I'm playing the original version. For those of you who don't know, Ocarina of Time had an original version and then a patched version, not a patch, but a re-release version. In the original version, it was possible to get stuck in the Water Temple if you opened the wrong door at the wrong time, and it would just destroy your save file and you couldn't play anymore. So, anyway, that's that. Just to let you guys know, I'm a huge Zelda fan. I'm a big old Zelda nerd, almost as big as Nick Fenton, who absolutely loves Zelda. You guys should actually tweet at nfen, let him know about how much you love Zelda if you're a big fan, and ask him what his favorite game in the series is, because I'm sure he'd be happy to talk about it. So, thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy the video, hit that like button. I will love you with mouth, and I will see you guys next time. Goodbye.